What's up, guys? Welcome to the very first episode of 123 Credit Tea. I'm your host, Frances B. And I am excited to bring you guys this episode because we are going to be talking about everything credit privacy number, aka CPN numbers. All right. And when we talk about CPN numbers, you have to remember that this is something that they created in the credit community when it comes to wanting to improve your credit. If you're wanting to purchase a home, buy a car, or just anything that might take your life to the next level. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about CPN numbers, how you can get one legally, and what you can do if you've already gotten one, maybe, and it hasn't been so legal. All right. So we are going to hop right into this episode, and the show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're talking about credit privacy numbers, but before we hop into that topic, I wanted to talk about the reason why we decided to create this show. We decided to create the show in order to promote dialogue and get people talking about accurate credit information in our communities. So a lot of times, if you don't know anybody that has good credit, or if your parents don't have good credit, or if nobody's really talking about credit, then you really don't learn about credit until it's too late. So we wanted to create something that anyone, regardless of your social economical status or where you live, you can get access to accurate credit information and knowledge. All right. So make sure that you continue to support the show by liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting in the comment section with any questions that you might have. All right. So enough with that. Let's hop right into the topic regarding CPN numbers. So CPN numbers stand for credit privacy number. It was created in order to help celebrities, really top CEOs, government officials, people that have something to do with the government. They basically can get access to a CPN number. All right. But everyday consumers like you and I really don't need a CPN number because we don't use our social security number as much as someone that may be a celebrity or a CEO or someone that uses it more often than we do. We typically want to get it, utilize our social security number when we want to buy a house, we want to buy a car, we want to get an apartment, right? We want to do something that's going to take our life to the next level, but it's not something that we would use every day or every other day. So when you're trying to use a CPN number, typically people that look towards getting a CPN number are those that want to be able to provide their credit information without providing their social security number. That's like the best way that I can describe it. All right. So check out this news article that I have for you guys, talking a little bit about credit privacy numbers and also what happens if you get it from the wrong person. Check it out.
Websites sometimes advertise them as an ID number you can use to keep your social security number private. But some people buy CPNs believing they can use them while applying for credit cards to build a brand new credit history, and that can lead to big trouble. If you want a new credit card, a new car, a new house, but need to boost your credit score, a CPN may seem like a magic solution.
You can use your CPN to get credit cards. You can use your CPN to build a whole brand new life, okay?
Ads online make it sound like everyone's using them to keep their social security number private.
Now, CPNs are commonly used by celebrities, members of Congress, and witnesses protected by the federal government
They're even discussed at seminars.
I'm working on a CPN right now.
Like this one, NBC5 Investigates attended with a hidden camera.
I heard everybody was doing it. So I was like, okay, we'll do this.
Swatisha Keith bought a CPN from someone advertising on Craigslist. So this sounded like a chance to start over.
Yes, start brand new is what it felt like.
She paid $1,500 for a 9-digit CPN, 9 digits like a Social Security number. She says the seller told her she could use a CPN instead of her Social Security number to apply for credit. This would give her a new credit history, a chance to wipe her old history clean. At first, it seemed to work. She used her CPN to get a new credit card and a loan for a new car.
And within 2 months of me having it, I seen my credit score go up. It was in the 700s. So I was like, oh, this is perfect.
But the dream ended when federal agents showed up at work.
I got taken downtown to the federal building where I was booked and held.
The mother of 3 was facing up to 30 years in federal prison. How scared were you?
I was terrified because I didn't think anything like that would ever happen to me because I've never been in trouble with the law before.
They hear an idea that is seemingly too good to be true, and they choose to believe it.
Matt Pannell investigated CPN cases in Texas and Oklahoma as a federal agent with the Social Security Administration. He says when a credit application asks for your Social Security number, you can't use a CPN instead.
So that is a false representation on a loan application. And that's against the law in this country. It's a federal offense.
It's without a doubt a crime that's on the rise.
A special police fraud unit in Houston is
All right, so that pretty much gives you a gist about what a CPN number is and how you can get a little bit of trouble if you get a CPN number. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information from a credit perspective, how that's even possible, and what to look out for. Typically, when you're looking to improve your credit, you will probably reach out to a credit repair person. Maybe a friend or a family member may refer you to someone, and they will offer you an option to either repair your credit, or they may say, hey, I'm going to help you get a CPN number. This is where things can go for the worst. Okay, you get a CPN number, and like the lady said in the news article, her score started going up, right? So she was thinking, hey, I got 700 credit score, I can go get a car, I can go ball out, give me some credit cards, like I'm good now, right? But what she probably didn't realize was that CPN number was more than likely used with a stolen identity. Okay, so that stolen identity probably could have been a child, an infant or a child who hasn't had access to start building their credit, or an elderly person, someone who is disabled that doesn't really use their credit anymore as well. So a CPN number has to be linked to some type of Social Security number, whether it's yours or someone else's. All right. So if you're wanting to get a legal CPN number, then you would have to create a CPN number that is linked to your Social Security number, that is linked to your credit report and your credit score. Okay. Now, if you're looking to get a CPN number because you don't want it to be linked to your credit report and your credit score, then you got a little dilemma, okay? You can get a CPN number, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be linked to a stolen identity, or it's going to be linked to someone that is just not you. And when you go to put the CPN number down as your Social Security number on credit applications to get a car, to get a loan, to get an apartment, and do all these different types of things, you are committing a federal offense. It is a crime to put down anything other than your Social Security number on those type of applications, okay? Then you might be possibly looking at identity theft charges, okay? Because the person that you got the CPN number may face some type of charges for selling it to you, okay? That's if they can even find the person, if they're even still in business. But you're the person who actually committed the crime by putting the CPN number down on the application. You're the one that's driving around in a stolen vehicle. You're the one that's living under someone else's identity. Okay, so although there may be some, crime that, they may be able to punish the person that created it, you're the one that's going to be looking at prison and jail time. Okay, and trust me, that is not worth having bad credit. If your credit is not worth you going to prison. Okay, so think about that before you decide to go and get a CPN number under your name. Okay, now I wanted to also share that information for consumers like you and me, right? We go to work every day. You're not really in the credit world, so you don't really understand what it means to have a CPN number, to use a CPN number, or to utilize a CPN number. So if you're watching this video right now, then that means that either A, you already have one, or B, you're thinking about getting one, and that may not be the best option for you. The time that it takes for you to build your credit under a CPN number is the same amount of time and effort that you can use to fix and build your own credit. Okay? Bad credit is not worth jail time. It's not worth you going to jail for, and it's just not worth it. Okay? So if you already have a CPN number, okay, I would highly recommend that you get rid of it quickly. Okay, stop using it. If you have anything linked to a CPN number, you need to return whatever it is that you got, pay off the credit lines and close them out and stop using them. Okay, if you have a family, if you have a job that you care about, if you have a family that you care about, if you care about your future at all, then I highly recommend that you do not use that CPN number any longer. Okay, now if you got the CPN number created, it is linked to your name, your social security number, your credit report, and that's completely fine. All right, but like I said, if it's anything other than that, you're gonna have a problem. All right, and I don't want to see any of you guys in jail because you didn't want to fix your credit. All right. Another thing that I want you to keep in mind when it comes to CPN numbers is it doesn't matter who's selling it or where you got it from. Okay, you can get it from your most popular credit repair person. You can get it from somebody offline. I know some celebrities who utilize the CPN number and end up still having to come utilize our services because you cannot buy a house with a CPN number. So it's still only limited amount of things that you can even do with a CPN number. Okay, buying a house is a lot more work with, utilizing your credit than it is to get a car or get a credit card or an apartment. Okay, so you may say, hey, it's working for me because I got a car, I got an apartment, I got credit cards, I got loans for my business under my CPN number, so I'm good, right? But again, you're not good, okay? Because more than likely these items can be considered stolen. And of course, the feds, right, are not going to locate everybody who has a CPN number or who has put down a CPN number on an application. But I don't even think it's worth losing the peace of mind that you might not have anymore, knowing that you're driving around a vehicle under someone else's identity, or that you might possibly be living in an apartment under someone else's identity. Okay, it's just not worth it, you guys. So the time that it takes for you to improve your credit utilizing our services average from 6 to 9 months. Okay, so 6 to 9 months is not a very long time for you to start working on building and improving and even correcting some items on your credit report. Okay, so if you have any questions about CPN numbers, or if you just want to chime in, maybe you don't like my comments, maybe you do like my comments, maybe you just want to say some bad things to me, I don't mind. You can't hurt my feelings. Just comment below in the comment sections and let's open some dialogue about the topic. All right, so let's move on to our next thing that we're going to be talking about. Is in every episode we're going to have a Ask a Credit Consultant section. All right, so if you are following us on Instagram or on our Twitter or on Facebook. All right. You should be able to see it somewhere on this video right now, down at the bottom, I'm pretty sure. Then go ahead and follow us on one of those social media platforms and tweet, share on your page, or you can post on your Facebook page and tag us using our hashtag Ask a Credit Consultant, and you can post whatever credit question you want us to share on the show. Who knows, we might even invite you onto the show virtually, okay, because y'all know COVID-19, I ain't trying to catch that, but you can come on to the show and I'll answer your credit question right here live on the show. All right, so that's hashtag Ask a Credit Consultant. All right, you can do that on our Instagram, on our Facebook, and on our Twitter. All right, not on YouTube though, because we won't be checking YouTube for that. Okay, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for my people in the back. Okay, all right. So another thing that I have for you guys for tuning in, for watching the show, sharing the show, and everything like that is I have a free gift for you. All right. How you can get access to my free gift is you can go over to our website, www.123creditconsultants.com/credit guide, and you can download a copy of our free credit score booster guide. Our free credit score booster guide has been able to help people improve their credit score anywhere between 50 to 100 points. All right. And it's absolutely free. All you have to do is go over to the link that I just stated. I will also put it in the description of this episode as well. So all you have to do is click on the link. And like I said, it's absolutely free. And it's going to walk you through what you can do to help you boost your credit score the legal way and the right way without any of these tricks or, different things that's not legal. Okay. And also, I want you to keep in mind that the information that I share in this episode and any other future episode is for general information only. Okay. So if you want information for your specific credit situation, then you need to head over to our website, www.123creditconsultants.com, to schedule a free credit consultation and credit analysis so you can get a little bit more information about your credit situation. All right, so that is pretty much it for our episode for today. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll check in with you guys next time. Bye.